Hi, my name's Brandon, and I'm the founder of Hidden River Coffee Roasters. We're a family-owned and run coffee roastery in Southwest Washington, and we've been roasting for the last 7 years. We started in 2016 on my stove, built a roastery off the back of my house, and we've been growing ever since. So I want to tell you just a little bit about us. I want you to get to know us. I don't want to be a faceless company. So let's get into it. All right, hey, welcome back. I just want to take this next couple of minutes, I'm not going to take too much of your time, just to tell you who we are. Give you the short story on how we got our name, and then just a little bit about us, because I'm going to do a lot more videos that deep dive into a lot more topics, but for now, I just want you to know who we are. So we are a family-owned and run company. My wife and my kids, they work it with me. We roast, I drive and get beans. It's just, we do everything from top to bottom. We work the bar sometimes. I do have an awesome crew at my shop that are not my family. They're like my family, but they're not blood relatives, but I do have an awesome crew. So if you're in the Camas, Washougal area in Southwest Washington, come by, grab a cup of coffee. You will not regret it. We have a 110-year-old house that we built our first coffee house in, and it's really, really cool. Anyways, getting back to what we do and who we are. Anyways, but that's my family. We're in every part of it. I'm building a family company, a legacy company here that I can pass on for generations, that I can also pass on my passion for coffee and what coffee can do. I know it sounds funny. Coffee isn't just a delicious drink that studies have shown can make you live longer the more coffee you drink. There probably is a point. If you start having heart palpitations, that might negate the studies. But there are lots of studies out there to show that it's actually extremely good for you. So I might just be immortal. I'm just saying it's possible. But what I wanted to do also is, coffee's delicious, but what it also does is it brings people together. How many times have you met somebody over coffee? How many times was that first date over coffee? Coffee is one of those things that it brings people together. We love coffee, we love people, and we love bringing those two things together to develop relationships, because that's what we're all about. So quick version of our story is, I'm a retired chiropractor and I had a really heavy day at work. And some days, patients, they're really struggling. They're really having a tough time. And that weighs on you when you can only do so much. Anyways, I'm driving home and I went over this little bridge on the way home to my house, and I noticed that the water level was super low. And there's this, it's called the Old Lacamas Creek, that still runs in its original path, its original banks down there under what, it's a flooded lake that they've built up for whatever. But anyways, it still runs down there. So when they lower the water level, you can see it. And I was so mesmerized by the fact that it was still down there. I turned my truck around, went and parked. I went and stood by the side of it. And I just kind of zoned out as I watched this water. And I'm going to try to figure out how to put the video in here. If not, I will put it in another one. I'll figure that part out. But it was so mesmerizing that 25 minutes went by before I even realized I kind of really zoned out. And my wife called to make sure I was okay, because at that time I only had about a 5-minute commute and I'd been gone for a half hour. But it was so awesome that it just kind of took me away, and I felt so much better afterwards. All that stress and all that tension had just kind of flowed away. And as I was trying to come up with a name over the next few days for the coffee company that I was starting, I was struggling. And all of a sudden it just came together that sit out on my back porch with my cup of coffee in the morning and I just feel good. Even in the evening with our decaf. Our decaf is amazing. It's not standard decaf, a little plug for our decaf, but I can sit out there and I can just enjoy and I can just relax. And it really does take my tensions away. The smell, the feel, the taste, the memories, that all goes into triggering the limbic system. I will get into that in another video. Don't worry, and I'm going to say that a lot because I just want to introduce you today. I know, I talk a lot, so let's get moving. But what makes us different? Well, nobody else has me, and I'm pretty awesome. Just ask me, I'll tell you, and super duper humble. I'm kidding. No, I'm pretty humble, I think. But whatever. No, the thing is, though, is I have this compulsion to do it better. Always do it better. And I'm not saying that there aren't other fantastic roasters out there. There really are. But I like to think that we do it the best, because if I find one that's as good as us, I will figure out how do I do it better. Now, again, I'm not dogging any other roasters. You got to do it the way you want to do it, and that's the best way it's going to come out. So we only will do direct and or fair trade coffee, which means we buy from our farmers at the absolute highest price that we can give them. And so we take care of these people who are working so hard for us. They work in heat, humidity, dangerous conditions, hillsides. They carry this stuff in buckets still. You can't harvest properly. You cannot harvest coffee with a tractor. You have to hand pick these things. It is grueling work, but they do it generation after generation, and then they bless us with it. It's amazing. That's why we only do direct and or fair trade coffees, because it's critically important that we take care of them. We will never burn it. We will never over roast coffee. If by accident I over roast it, my roaster over roasts it, it does happen. We're humans. I will literally throw away 100, 200 pounds of coffee if I must, because it will not leave the roastery if it is not perfect. And I'm not joking. That's how I do things. That might be a little ridiculous. Maybe we could save it, but it's not worth taking that chance. We roast it to order, because I don't want it sitting on our shelf waiting for you to want it. Now, granted, we do go through it so fast, I'm not sure how we would roast ahead enough, but we roast to order so that when you order it, we roast it, we package it, and we ship it out. Or you can buy it at our shop in Camas and Washougal in Washington. But you can also just go online to hiddenriverroasters.com, and I will put a link in the description so that you can go straight there and purchase it. And we ship it within 24 to 48 hours of being roasted. And now, granted, little caveat, some people say, I want it fresh out of the roaster. No, you don't. It still needs to off gas, because some of that gas that's still in there that needs to seep out following the roasting process, it will put in off flavors. So optimal is 96 hours. After that, it is fantastic. So that's why we roast to order. We do not roast ahead, because I just cannot have it sitting there. It must be as fresh as possible and maintain the ultimate flavors for you. Listen, if it isn't top shelf, it's not on our shelf. You will not find it. That's just how it is. I have strict rules about that, and I do not deviate from those. Why am I doing this? I love coffee and I love people, and it's something that I can share, that I'm passionate about, and I can share. I'm building this channel so that I can bring what I've learned over the years and years and years that I've been in coffee with you. I want to teach you how to brew it. I want to teach you about the coffee business if you want to know. Yeah, business is hard, but it's also so much fun. The coffee business, it's awesome. It's grueling at times, but it's awesome. I'm not going to lie to you either. I'm not going to try to sell you some system or program. It's not what I do. I'm going to be truthful with you, and I'm going to help you. I've been doing business for 20 years. Why not help you? If coffee is your dream, I want you to know everything you can possibly know so you have the best chance of success. Granted, that success is up to you, but you have the best chance of success. All right, so that's why I'm building this channel right now for you guys, and I'm going to call it something like Everything Coffee, I think, because business, equipment, beans, how to choose them, what you're looking for, how to brand your business. I mean, it's going to seem like it diverts a little bit from coffee, but I'm building it all off how I built my coffee company, which is a lot of these things, because it's a much bigger project than you're thinking. But I'm going to teach you that too. I love business. I love coffee. And anyway, so this is just a way for me to share my passion and my knowledge with you. And I also want to teach you about us, so that if you don't want coffee company, you just want to know what the best equipment is from somebody who's severely type A on how to prepare things so that we get the absolute best, and who is very persnickety on the quality of beans I get. I won't use them if I don't like them. Okay, so that's why I just want to teach you about us, and that you can trust us. If you truly want the best coffee, you can trust us. If you order it from us, you will not be disappointed. I will guarantee you will not be disappointed, unless you're choosing to be disappointed. Granted, then I can't guarantee it. But you get the point. Is I'm certain that you will be very pleased. And we do wholesale, we do private label. I'm going to do a couple videos on those specifically. But you know what? If you want the best of the best coffee to serve at your church, at your office, at your business, your coffee house, just go ahead and email us, info@hiddenriverroasters.com. I will put a link in the description. I will make sure I link all of these things so you're not like, how do I find out more? Listen, if you send us an email, it is not, you have to go with us now. No, if we're not your cup of tea or coffee, I don't want to work with you because it's not personal. I just want you to have the best for you. All right. So I hope I've answered a lot of questions. If you could do me a favor, like it, subscribe, share it as much as you can. That helps us grow. It helps us teach more people about coffee. And not to mention, it tells me that I actually did a decent job with the video, at least, because I don't love doing videos. I'm going to be honest with you, but it is so much fun to teach. And this is just the way that I can teach so many more people. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me for these few minutes. I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope you got to know us a little bit and about our coffee. But contact us if you have any questions. You can put stuff in the comments below. I'm going to try to read all the comments. If we get too many, I see a lot of squirrels and shiny things. So I will try to answer as many I can. Please don't be offended. If you have a video you'd like me to do on equipment, on coffee business, something like that, I'm happy to do it. Please put it in the comments below, and then I will put it in the lineup of videos to do, and I will try to get it out as fast as possible. And if it's going to take me a while to get to it, I'll try to just answer your question in the comments so that other people, they probably have the same question you do. We can get you answers. So have an awesome day. Thanks so much for taking the time to hang out with me today and to learn about us. And we got more videos coming soon, more than you probably ever wanted to know about coffee. So have an awesome day. See you later.